So back to the slides now. So I want to talk a little bit about the label control. Basically, it is used for displaying text that the user cannot edit while the programming is running. The program is running. Of course, the user can edit it while he's designing the program, but not while it's being executed. They are either used as prompts to explain what a control is. So basically, suppose in here, this is a picture box control, and a label can be used for just explaining what that picture is of. That's one way of using it, and that's when it's called a prompt. But when there can be labels for outputs, basically, if instead of this single picture of a wizard, we had more pictures of like humans or dogs or cats, and whenever the picture changes, the label changes with it, then it's called the label for an output. So that's the two different cases where it's used. Um, the label name should end with a label so that if um, if it's for something like a prompt and generally what happens is that for prompts where you only have not a you don't have a changing label, then it generally doesn't matter because you're never gonna change it nor you're gonna use it in your code. But for outputs where the label is changing with the output, here the output may mean a picture or something, you should assign a certain name like category label or whatever. And the general trend of naming the label is called camel case, and it's basically um, lowercase in the first word and uppercase of each subsequent first letter of, sorry, what I mean to say is that the first word should not have any capital letters. The second word or the subsequent words should start with a capital letter. That's how camel case is. So the difference between Pascal case is that in Pascal every word starts with a capital letter. Here the first word does not start with a capital letter. So moving on to the button and picture box controls. I talked a little bit about button controls before, so they're generally used for cases where you need immediate action when the thing is clicked. And the name for this should end with a button, meaning that if it's like a button to exit the application, it should be exit button, or if you want to cancel some operation, cancel button. That's the way it's named. And also by name, I mean the name of the button, not the text. So what I'm trying to say is that suppose we have this button here and it has the name, which we won't see here, but the text is different, which is click me. It can be anything, but the name should generally end with a button. Here it's button one, but that's okay. So, um, yeah. And the picture box control is similar to the button box. Is used to display an image. It has an image property and a size mode property. So let me go back to the basic. So here you have a picture box. If you just click and drag it here, you'll see the important ones is name. Here you can specify the image you want to put it in, and there's location, and there's the size and everything. You can click and drag it, or you can specify some sort of size here. Um, and there's like normal, stretch, auto size, center image, zoom, several different options for sizing the picture box.